Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to any new subscribers. We are going to do just a couple little upgrades on my slash two-wheel drives. These are the Nerf bars for the lower LCG slash two-wheel drive. We're going to go with blue. Since I started in blue, we're just going to keep going with that theme, I think. And then these are the blue front bearing carriers. These fit the E-Rustler, Stampede, Bandit, slash all two-wheel drive versions. Same with these. And here's the part number for the Nerf bars. So 73865. And here's the part number for the bearing carriers. It's 80375. Yeah, both same price, $9. I believe I got both of these at A-Main Hobbies too. I get a lot of my stuff from there. Support your local hobby shops. They're a big hobby shop, but I support them. I try to support my local ones, the JJ Customs. He does order anything you want. Call him. Go on his website. They'll order whatever you want. Sometimes it's just easier for me to go through A-Main sometimes. So, PureTech battery strap, love it. Sidewinder 4, and not positive what the motor is. Um, 2400 kV motor. Pretty quick, does wheelies on demand, so that's pretty. It's a fun car. It's a censored motor, but it's not a censored ESC. So my switch did break off, so I just soldered the two wires together. So when you plug it in, it just turns on, which I'm okay with. So, but you can see my Nerf bars are falling apart. So I'm going to replace those first. So those will be the easiest. Just these two screws right here, 1, 2, pull that out and this pops down. Then you take this one here and you pop it back up and do both sides. Okay, there you go. Take that off of there. Let's see. Yeah. They don't seal their bags. They come with stickers. Packaged by GG. A nice little RPM sticker. We'll have to throw that in somewhere. And I think these are both the same. There's no markings on them saying left or right. They look identical, so yeah, they're the same. Okay, so this just goes here, and then when you lift up, there's a little hook right here. A little hook here and here. And they just kind of go in the hole, and then you kind of lift up a little bit. So you want to make sure they're in that. And then it'd probably be easier with a drill to drill them in, but it's not too bad. The RPM plastic is pretty soft, so it's not too bad to screw into. That's what RPM is good for, is they're plastic strong, but it's soft, so it's flexible. Unlike this stuff was, man, this stuff's flexible, but I know I beat this car up, so I can't complain too much that a couple pieces broke on it finally. It's done pretty good. this side real quick. All right, there we go. We got the Nerf bumpers on. That'll help protect it a little bit more again. Those weren't doing a whole lot. They're nice and you can see where the screw almost comes all the way through here. This is all right. I guess you could put shorter ones on there, but I like it to go all the way through or close to it. So, all right, let's knock out this front. See how to do this. Okay. Take out the tire. We're going to put the front bearing carriers in. So, and this is a 7mm to take the tire off. Comes off. These are just old worn out tires I've just been beating up on. The front ones, you know, not much to them. So if we take, as you can see, I already have RPM C hubs in here. And this should be fairly easy. So this comes out, the pin comes down, then take something like a flathead screwdriver, or I use my little pick. These little picks are awesome. If you don't have them, you should get them. You can go to like Harbor Freight or online. They're only $5 or $6 for a set. So then you take the pin out. And my fingers are gigantic, so I take the pin out. I guess let's zoom you in a little bit more, huh, guys? There we go. So I take the pin out, and then there's going to be a washer here. See the washer? And this is the pin. It's just a little pin because it's just front wheel drive. And you got a bearing on both sides. And if you're using your pick, just be careful so you don't poke yourself. And pop your bearings out. Just work your way around, okay? There's that. And I like to, it's a dirty rag, but I like to wipe off my bearings. You guys can see that or not. Just back a little bit. I like to just wipe all the dirt off the bearings when I'm redoing all these, just to get the dirt out, and then check them. Make sure they spin freely. I don't really take this one through water that much, so it's pretty decent. I'm going to leave that on there for now. Let's open this up. And this was packed by Wacq. And they give you a couple little smaller stickers on this side. And let's see if these are labeled, huh? And it doesn't look like it. It looks like these are exactly the same. This is RPM on that side, RPM on that side. Nothing there. No letters, no numbers. So they look identical. So we're good to go. So this is going to go like that with the little fin in the back. Okay. So put your bearings in. Let's do this first. And then slide the this would be the axle. Slide the axle back. And then put your little washer on. And this is pretty much how every Traxxas is built. Whether it's just a shaft like this one, or the actual drive shaft itself. It'll have that little washer. It keeps so if that's not going, it's because that's not on down all the way. There we go. And then you just center that up, okay? And then snap your, make sure this spins halfway decent. It's a little tight. I think it'll wear in though. It's, and then make sure that snaps on. Okay, there we go. And let's do this one now. So this one's going to be my smaller one. I know not everybody has these tools, but I think this is a 732, which is, I believe, is a 4mm. Might be a 5. And this should be a two pointer down here. Right. And then we'll take this off. Pull the screw out. There's not much on this one, so there's no, doesn't look like there's any washers. And we'll put this one down under here. This one's gonna have to be threaded in too. Like I said, you want your little bat wing hanging out the back, so go underneath. You can use the little T-plug, which are, you guys are starting the hobby, you'll get one in each car pretty much on these 10 scales like this, especially Traxxas. Okay. This right here is awesome for this. So this goes underneath and put this on. Then you can go right here with this one like that. Okay. Turn this nut until everything tightens up. It doesn't have to be super tight. That is a nylon nut. So it's got the little nylon cap on it to keep it from stripping out or loosening up. And then you put your pin back in, right? Everything else is back in there, yep. And you take your pin, your hole here, line it up here. And there's a hole that goes all the way through that. If you can see the top here. And at the bottom, this pin will go in here. Okay. It'll slide through that. And these pins, these are the pins you got to watch out and look for. Mine haven't backed out yet. I just put these carriers in. So.
Dinner's ready.
Okay.
Dinner's ready.
Jeez. What's he doing? What the hell's he doing? Circles? All right, there you go. Got it all on there. She's all fixed. I'm gonna throw this other one on real quick and bring it back when it's done. All right, there you go, guys. I got it all together. Bearings are a little tight in there, but they'll wear in, I think. And I did have to drill out the hole a little bit to get the shaft to spin a little bit easier. This the pin, I had to drill the piece out just a tiny bit, and that way it turns, you know, a lot better. So we'll try that out, see how that goes. I think, like I said, this is my basher, so I'm not, you know, worried about it being too not so smooth, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go beat this up. I just do wheelies and just fast and thrash it. So that's what this car is. But I'm gonna slowly start upgrading to the blue RPM pieces. I do need a new motor mount. I had to put a different screw in here. As you can see, this side of the wheelie bar is not even hanging on no more. It pops off all the time because the motor mount's got a cracked where the screw goes in here. So I slammed a 4mm in there to try to save it a little bit. But other than that, it's a blast. This two-wheel drive is a blast. I think I need to put one of my receivers that has the steering control in it, and it'd probably be a little easier to drive, but I don't know. I think that's part of it. Learning how to drive, you learn how to use the trigger, that's for sure. Because if you just hammer it, it'll just do donuts, that's all. It'll just spin out. But if you go slowly, and once you get it up to a certain speed, then you can get on it, and the front end lifts up a little bit, and it just takes off. And then too fast, it's like a parachute. Big old body's like a parachute, guys. It's horrible. That's the fun part about it too, though. You never know what it's going to do when it's going to take off in the air and go for flight. It's like a little plane. I do have better tires for it. I'm just kind of holding off till I burn these ones up a little bit better. And I'm even debating whether to put them on there. So I gotta get another set, but I got these for it too. Badlands. But I've been holding off on these. I might put those on a different car and just keep bashing this one. Who knows? So, like I said, until these front ones are pretty thin. But there you go, guys. RPM upgrades. And we'll just keep doing little stuff to this one. I want to get the bulkhead, RPM motor mount and all that, because it comes with the metal. And then definitely want to get the steering upgraded too if we can. Don't need to, but those are a couple things. So there you go, guys. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a great day.